You lost for words? Welcome to a new video. The subscribers are going up and up, so I appreciate that. There seems to be a lot of people who are the same people commenting. I am really enjoying doing this. In fact, I'm loving enjoying this, so thank you. So today's video is all about the Brabus, the 850 GLE Coupe. I first saw this car about 2 years ago. It grabbed my attention because the way it popped and banged. I saw it on a drag race on the internet and thought, I've got to have one of those. I knew this was a super rare car, but I didn't quite know just how until I tried to buy one. I obviously ideally wanted a right-hand drive, but I looked for a long time and couldn't find one. This is the side I get in most days because I totally forget it's a left-hand drive. So the reason this is a left-hand drive is because I got it from Slovakia. I had no choice, it's the only place I could find one, and I wanted one in black because You're ruining this, we were doing this in one take.
Keep smiling though, because you look beautiful.
Bonus. Might have a good night. Definitely have a good night. Now, where was I again? Yeah, of course. So I got this one from Slovakia because I had no choice. I couldn't get it from anywhere else. Wanted it in black because of just how angry this thing looks. I started the import process thinking that it wouldn't take long, and then lockdown came and DVLA basically shut. So for 8 months this sat in the importer ship trying to wait for that V5 because I wanted to get it taxed and insured. It then sat on the drive for another 4 months, so that's a year. It was really frustrating because I was desperate to have a go in it. So this started off life as a Mercedes GLE Coupe, and then it got bought by Brabus and then taken into their factory. They're well known for doing their crazy over-the-top modifications. So they do the 850 in quite a few Mercedes different variations, but they're all AMG. This one, they don't do an AMG version, so they had an uphill start from the beginning. So that makes a crazy outside and a civilized interior space. So that means party on the outside, business in there. So the stats on this car are ridiculous, and the price reflects that, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So this is a 2015 V8 6-litre engine, 850 brake horsepower and over 1,000 torque. So that is basically today's electric car stats. Now that is mental for back then. 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds in an SUV. Now that would scare the kids on the school run. The first iconic part about the Brabus is the black grille and obviously this huge B. And then we can start on the front with a crazy amount of ridiculous over-the-top carbon fibre. I do like a bolt-on part. So Brabus have lowered the car by about 1.5 inches, and that's cleverly done with electronics because it's actually air suspension. So that helps when you're doing 200 miles an hour in an SUV basically shaped like a brick. You wouldn't catch me doing that sort of speed. 23-inch wheels on this, yes, 23. And mate in Slovakia needs to go to Specsavers because every single wheel is curbed. And the brakes are not exactly massive, which is pretty worrying when you've got a car of this weight. And those tyres, if I ever needed any of them, that is going to be an expensive bad day. Love all this carbon fibre, blacked out badges, crazy exhausts, and yeah, lucky enough to get that plate, love a bit of that, and it's actually not even illegal. So my initial idea was to change this to right-hand drive, so I searched the salvage yards to find a GLE which had some damage to get the interior out quite cheaply. I wasn't sold on this colour, chocolate brown. They do some mad variations, the tangerine. Let me know which you think is best, tangerine or chocolate brown. Comment below. I soon learned that the right-hand drive thing was never going to happen. The problem I had was the wiring loom. I needed a right-hand drive wiring loom, but I needed a Brabus one because of all the extra electronics. So comment below if you know where there's a right-hand drive smashed up Brabus. So notable changes inside is the Brabus illuminated kick strip. It's also got Brabus pedals and a uprated steering wheel. So in the back we've got Brabus mats, and then we've got the seat which is called mastic. So it's some sort of perforated breathable leather. Not sure what that's about. And then we've got the in-car entertainment in the back with the wireless headphones. I've always wanted something like that, and Senna is going to have a lot of Peppa Pig on there. So let's have a look underneath the hood now. This is where this car really shines. So this was a 5.5 litre engine originally, and then Brabus bored it out to a 6 litre. They also fitted 2 turbochargers, and that's why we've got the vents in the bonnet. It also has forged rods and pistons and a billet crank. When it was sat on the dry for months, we had a mouse which set up a nest in here. To be fair, it was a nice place for him to be, especially when he wasn't paying rent. And now for my favourite bit, the noise. Stainless steel Brabus exhaust, which has 2 settings, loud and really loud. Guess in the comments which I've had it in since the day I owned it. So car's up to temperature, no fuel as standard, and remove the car seat so that Jordan can get in. These things are a mission. Centre chair. Well, let's go.
Are you still filming this?
This is a comprehensive car review.
It's a car. Right. It's black. It's approximately 5'4" high. It has 4 round wheels that are amazing for bouncing off curbs when applying lipstick. It has, oh, steering wheel's the other side.
That's exactly what I do every time.
Bear with me. It has indicators here. It has a seat belt and it makes a lot of noise. And you have to visit the fuel station a lot of times in it.
Good prompt, that's where we're going now. So check out Jane's new YouTube channel, shortymccann.com.
No chance.
No competition, that's lucky. Here we are again, another day, another fuel station. Still stinks, still expensive. Story of my life. I didn't calculate how much money I spend on fuel. I think there's a hole in the bottom. Most of my GoPro footage is in time lapse and Jordan gets very angry. And today we need time lapse. Stop. Oh. £1 on the floor. It's scary how you tap for your phone and then your money's gone, and then end of the month you see it all. Electric. Not yet. So 115 quid and it says range of 451. Now it says 449. We've done about 300 metres. George, maybe we should have closed the bonnet. I think we better stop. 439 miles now. One thing's for certain, you'd never get a car pass through like this again. Mind you, they've just done the Rocket 900, the new version, so I'm guessing it's not as loud and not as leery, but obviously more brake horsepower. But inside here it's quiet. You know, it is a nice drive, apart from being on the opposite side and basically nearly taking out everybody coming the opposite way. So as you know, Ryan Taylor basically forced me into making my own YouTube channel, and without him this thing wouldn't be happening, so I'm very grateful to him for pointing me in this direction. Ryan's going to Dubai now, so Certiland is no more. It's gone now. This is a thing of the past. Many memories here. So yeah, let's show you exactly where we've been having all our fun. Now this is surreal, quite sad. Yeah, with so many summer's nights, all of us lads together, racing cars around the grass, and it's an end. It is really sad, especially for, you know, Jordan, Teo, Alex, and of course Ryan. It looks like a big mess now. It looks like a big mud pit, but the fun we had, the jumping, the bikes, the cars, and it feels so flat now. The energy which was in this place from basically celebrities and people you see on the telly or here having fun, it really is sad. The barbecues, the races, the jumping, the bikes, the dogs, just seems a waste. But like I say, things move on, bigger opportunities come along, and I'm sure together we'll have something even bigger and better in the future. Time for one last bit of fun. Right, Ryan, this is for you, mate. Love you, Ryan, gonna miss you. Bye bye, Certyland. Till next time.